Welcome to our 2024 presidential election coverage. As you can see, Jon Ossoff has been meeting with potential running mate choices for some time now. Recently, he met in Atlanta with former Representative John Kennedy III, and as several days before that, he met with former Representative Beto O'Rourke, also in Atlanta. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., Jon Ossoff met with Senator Kamala Harris as main contender for the nomination in 2024. We can see from our inside sources that this likely means these are the three top candidates for VP, especially for Jon Ossoff. And furthermore, the insiders from his campaign say they're down to really 5 main options. Julian, Castro, and Elizabeth Warren are on the more extended list, but are less likely to be chosen. As you can see, here are the 3 main contenders: former Representative Beto O'Rourke of Texas, Senator Kamala Harris of California, and former Representative Joe Kennedy III from Massachusetts. Kennedy is a pretty interesting choice since he's very young, same with Beto O'Rourke. If O'Rourke is chosen, it would be pretty similar to Bill Clinton's 1992 campaign, where he chose a pretty similar candidate to himself to be VP, Al Gore. They're both very moderate, young Southerners, which helped double down on his campaign strategy. This could work for Ossoff, as Beto O'Rourke is another young, pretty liberal candidate who does not have a ton of experience. He is also from the South and could do well with both minorities and in the suburban vote. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris is a decent choice since she was his main competitor for the nomination. Nikki Haley, however, has been campaigning with the 2 most likely candidates, John James, who was a Republican nominee for Senate in Michigan 2020 and 2018, and Senator Marco Rubio, who was a pretty strong contender for the nomination in the GOP race in 2024. Rubio definitely has more experience than John James, and he actually endorsed Nikki Haley. They're pretty similar in ideology, so he's pretty much a less likely choice. But our sources from the inside of the Haley campaign confirm that these are the top 2 choices, and there really are not many other people in consideration. They have been stumping with Haley in both the Rust Belt and the South. Here, as you can see, are the 2 main choices, Marco Rubio and John James. Both of them are pretty strong choices and could definitely help with minority votes and help swing more of those minorities towards the Republican Party. For example, Marco Rubio could help with Hispanics and lock down the state of Florida. Meanwhile, John James actually has pretty strong support amongst white voters, though not with as many minority voters, but still, every vote counts. The VP form is still open. It will not be open for much longer, so if you want to vote, vote now. As I mentioned, the main candidates that I talked about are the ones that are in the lead, so if you support one of them, feel free to vote for them. Otherwise, you can still add other candidates if you want, but I'd recommend voting for one of the top 5 candidates, because otherwise it doesn't make a difference. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.